qualified. Now we're going to go pick carts. Pole sitter gets to pick their cart first, followed by last person, last cart pick. Got all the numbers ready? All right, first car pick goes to PJ. Three. Yep. Marshall's gap was 0.033 to PJ.
Oh yeah. 31. Marshall. 13. Nate. I'll go. See that gigantic drop off in time after those two? They're nice.
No, I didn't pay attention to that one.
3.5 tenths between me and them. 21. Katie. You, CJ, and then me half.
25. Close, but no cigar.
Michael and Rachel. It's Rachel.
Marshall standing.
Michael. Jason. Simon, sir. Damien.
They're all going to be pretty damn near you. Love it.
Jordan.
Oh, I did the last one.
Whatever car we gave you.
What number is that?
9.
Okay, I'll take it.
Oh.
So that's your car number assignment, so you can just go ahead and hop in your car. All right, we'll bring everybody around on the grid. Everybody's ordering themselves because the cars are randomly in the rows, but they randomly chose their car assignment, so now they just got to order themselves. We've got PJ on pole, followed by Marshall, then Nate, Katie, and Sonic. Katie usually qualifies next to Lucky. It's one of the few times in the Endurance Series that they have not qualified next to each other.
See if I can go this time.
Last time, Marshall forgot to look at the track lights, even though it's right there. And he was just a sitting duck while everybody passed him on the start. So we'll see what he does this time. Marshall and PJ have pulled out an early lead, followed by the rest of the pack. We got Nate, Rachel, all packed up going into turn 2. Probably can't see this from my perspective. problem with the GoPro is that it's made for short range. Rachel is up one spot from her starting position, chasing down Nate, who's pulled out an early gap. He's still got quite a range up there to Marshall. Anytime he sees an opportunity. So I would expect to see TJ mid-track, maybe over driver's right most of the race. Now, I've been accused before of saying that Marshall would be patient and wait, but I don't think in a 65-lap race he's going to have a lot of time to be patient, so we're going to be watching him to make a move and force the issue relatively soon. TJ and Marshall are both veterans of the 12-hour race, so they know how to run endurance. Katie's got a handful back there with that car. Not that it drives that way, just maybe not fitting her style. Let's see rounds turn one. We got Simon hot on her tail. Going into turn four, really press the issue, give her a little bump. Simon kind of new to the Endurance Sunday Night League. He has raced here several times before, but not on the Endurance series. Although I think he raced here a while ago. Followed by 29, we've got Michael Conway, who has raced here before. I don't think we saw him last month and last season. The two newcomers, we got Damian and Jordan back here. And I think their goal today is just to make it to the end. Even though they're in 9th and 10th place, they certainly want to test their skills today. They want to run the whole endurance and see how it goes. I think their expectations are not necessarily to set some fast lap times, but just to make it to the end, all 65 laps. We're going to have to keep an eye out for lap traffic here and wave a blue flag soon. TJ goes down on the inside, putting her lap down. Let's see, Marshall will squeeze through as well. And that'll put Jordan her first lap down here as we give her a wave around. There are no planned cautions in this race. There are no kart swaps. Drivers are not allowed to swap cars. You have to try to make it all 65 laps on one battery charge. So the pits are closed, unlike our 12-hour race where you were able to swap as often as you wanted to. As you see, Marshall and TJ still at it going into turn one. Very, very evenly matched here. You can see how even their lines going from 2 and 3 are very close. Wish I had some other angles to give you, unfortunately. I'm only here by the start-finish line, so that's all I can do. Rachel's been able to keep up closely with Nate. She's actually closed that gap just over a few laps. Let's see if she can tighten this up. Maybe get a run into 5 back there. See if she's got any passing opportunity for her. Oh, Marshall getting a squeeze on TJ, but TJ pulls it through on 3. TJ is the reigning champion from last year's Endurance Series, and he is anxious to get a win. He was not able to pull it off last month, even though he got good points. If Marshall drives on the inside, takes a look, not enough space, he's going to get a good run on him, but Peter's going to have the inside line into 2. Can he hold it in 3? Absolutely. Can Marshall squeeze it into 4? Not quite. That's the difficult thing about passing in the turn 2-3 complexes. As soon as one car gains an advantage, you definitely lose it on the second car. All right, see if he takes a look on the inside again. Marshall's just able to carry just a little bit more speed into 2 as Jason drives bombs inside the lap traffic there. Rachel getting the squeeze. She tried to go on the inside or the outside of Nate into turn 4, but wasn't able to pull that off. Let's watch Rachel as she comes into turn 4. Turn 1's there. Jason now hot on the tails. Now Jason's quick. His fastest lap time is at 25.8. But one of the problems that Jason usually has is making his kart last to the end. So that's always a trade-off here in the Endurance Series. If you want to run hard, you go for it. But the trade-off is you got to make your battery last. As the leaders are going to come up on lap traffic again. Again, Damian and Jordan doing a good job of just holding on. They want to run the 65 laps, that's great. As long as they make room for the leaders and they don't cause an issue for the leadership to come through, then we're happy with that. Simon continuing to give a little bit of push to Katie, who is now in 6th. So this is a battle for 6-7 as they round turn 4. Katie, usually one of the more aggressively, I say aggressive driver, but I mean he's aggressive steerers. When she drives the car, she tends to square off the corners and makes it look like the car is hopping a lot, and it makes it very simple for the person behind to dive bomb on the inside of her when she squares it off like that. That's something she's been working on throughout the entire Endurance Championship last year and this year as well. You gotta round out your corners, make the thing drive as smooth as you can as you now enter the finish line. Simon Hodder and Taylor. So now the gap between second and third has increased. We got TJ, Stitch, as they call him, Marshall. Still 1-2 with that gap between third and fourth. About the same as it was the last several laps, except the only difference is that Rachel has now gotten around Nate, who now sits in 5th. And that's the gap right there to third, and there's Jason in 4th as they round turn 1. Gap now about 2.9 seconds between second and third place. That's how fast Marshall and TJ are going at it. I don't think there's any battery saving going on over there. They're just going to run it to the end, and if they die, they die. One thing to note as they run past me is that if you do die on track, you have about 1 lap to get on the track, and you then park the car. You don't get the swap. You do not get a new car. The only time we do allow a kart swap in the Endurance Race Series is if it is truly mechanical related. So tire blows, the steering rod goes, drivetrain, any of those mechanical issues that you can't prevent yourself as a driver, obviously, then we give you a new kart. And we have made it clear that if you do get a new kart during the middle of the race, it does give you an advantage because you are going to get a fresh battery. But that's just the nature of the beast. That's Arrive and Drive Racing. There's really nothing we can do to give you a drained battery to simulate where you were prior to the failure. Okay, Damian now running past the finish line. Hanging in there. Wonder how he's feeling. 26 laps into the race. One of the reasons we picked these cars today to be in the running is that they've all been worked on within the last couple weeks. We told the drivers that all the drivetrains have been serviced in the last couple weeks. So they'll be chains, drives, differential gears, differential grease, as well as the tires, all been serviced. Try to make them as even as possible. As I think Damien's looking at the scoreboard going, how much longer does this race last? Oh, grab the yellow flag just in case something goes out. So the running right now is PJ, Marshall, Sana, which is Rachel, and then you got Jason, Nate, and Katie rounding as the top 6. PJ just struggling to hold on through turn 2. Marshall almost took the inside, but realized that would not have been a smart move. Let him have the position back. It is better to keep racing and try to get him on another corner rather than try to force the issue and try to wreck yourself, because if you hit him, then PJ could have an advantage. We haven't said much about Michael Conway here. He's holding on to 8th place, about 12 seconds behind the leader. And he's running a pretty decent pace, actually. He's still, wow, Marshall just set the fastest lap of the race with a 25.49. Right on the tail of PJ. See what he does this time out. So it wasn't the fastest lap, it was 26.1. The pace is a little bit slower. But wow, that last lap, that was a blistering 25.495. Fastest lap of the race so far. So we'll give you the running order as they come through again. We got PJ, and then Marshall out on his tail. Goes down turn 1, then we've got Rachel, followed by Jason. About the same gap. I kind of feel like Rachel is maintaining battery. Followed by Nate, and then Katie, and then Sabina. Those three have been racing about the same gap for the last 15-20 laps here. Again, on our last 3, we got 8th place. As Stitch has just made a pass for the lead. PJ now in 2nd. I didn't see it. It looks like it made it maybe back in the carousel. Phenomenal pass. Now we've got PJ, who's going to be right on his tail. He does have about 30 laps to go whilst we're at the top of the start-finish line to try to gain that position back. Will Marshall make any mistakes? He holds on to that number 13 machine. He's currently in the lead. And you do get the 2 bonus points for setting the single fastest lap of the race. And because this is a battery conservation race, we wanted to provide an incentive to still drive fast. And therefore, if you set the fastest lap of the race, you get additional 2 points on top of your finishing results, which could make a huge difference in the podium, not the podium, but also the championship. As Katie is putting a lot of heat on Nate. Oh, Katie's going to squeeze on the inside of 5 and make the pass. And Simon's going to follow her right through that corner. As Nate drops down, he's going to drop 2 positions this time across the timing line. Tough break for Nate. Great pass to Katie and Simon as they squeeze their way through turn 5. Now Simon's just going to be watching Katie's every move and seeing if he can make a pass, maybe bump up a spot here to get him into the top 5. He is right on her tail as they round the carousel this time around. Maybe he'll take a look into turn 1. Turn 1, turn 5, always great opportunities. Rachel and Jason in 3rd and 4th respectively. I have to think that Rachel is on an energy conservation strategy. Even though we've made changes to the batteries this round, she probably still wants to stretch it out, make sure she gets a nice solid finish. I hear her lifting into turn 1, which makes me think that they're kind of stretching it out a little bit. Because we've seen many times before, the leader does not always make it to the end, so you want to be there to capitalize on a mistake if they don't make it with the battery. Katie now under heavy heat from Simon. Simon's going to be half a car length up there going to turn 2. Can he make a pass? He's going to turn 3. He's got only half of a bumper on her. In ground turn 4, it's not going to be able to make it that time. Katie just had accidentally slammed into turn 1, causing a little bit of an error there, causing her to go wide. As they come through the start-finish line again, they are obviously back into 5 and 6. Obviously Nate not giving up. Nate back there in 6th or 7th position, but he is only less than a car length away from all of them. So even though he got past a couple laps ago, he doesn't want to lose the crowd. He's hanging right there with them on pole. There's a 1-2-3 pack, runs right by it. We're now on lap 42 of 65. We haven't talked a lot about Jason here, running the number 28 car. He's not always had a lot of success driving that car. We do a random kart assignment, not assignment, but we do a random draw for a kart, and he's been lucky to, I guess, get that car 3 times in a row. Let's see if he can make it last to the end. Last month he did not make it to the end. He was literally coasting across the start-finish line as they came to lap 65. Time to take a look on the inside of Rachel, or Katie. Now, turn 4 complex, always a squeeze. Even if you set them up for a good pass into 3, if you're not half a car length up on them when you go into 4, you pretty much have to drop back. It's just not worth it to try to squeeze it into 4. And that's what Simon did. We'll take another look at it as they go across that finish line into turn 1. Katie's still slamming that turn 1 barrier, costing her a little bit of time. That's probably where most of her mistakes are coming from, as Simon's keeping it clean through 2 and 3. Making sure his nose is right up on there as he takes a look on turn 5. No, is he going to turn? He's going to give the position back. He's going to lose a little bit of track space, and Katie's going to continue on. Simon now significantly back from that spin. What do you think, Owen? Everything okay? come up again, but let's make sure we understand. Does he want to stop or is he okay? Okay. Possibly, we gotta keep Marshall rolling, keep Marshall rolling.
Marshall ain't got no eyes.
Right.
At least I went upgraded this time.
His hat's down so low.
Perfect.
Are you being recording me?
Happy endurance race.
Can't wait till Boosted GP now.
Right? I hate when they slow down like that.
I didn't want to do that, but I was running out of space.
Well, now I know that cart 28 literally will get me the same result every time. Every time.
It was the same lap number, wasn't it?
Same. Same as the boost endurance, same as the actual endurance last time, and the same as this one.
Did you try anything different?
Conserving.
Really?
Yeah. Woo! What's that? No. When I got by you, there was that train.
Never dropped in my life. I'm so sorry.
Is in that corner back there, there was like 4 people behind me. Did you end up in the back of that group?
I was behind you a lot of it.
Ugh.
I got a blister on my hand. I know I can feel it. I can feel it.